yes, yes, yes. This is the dopest podcast in the DMV, the HL podcast. This is our HL Tuesdays, where we bringing y'all the HL News Report right now, live, presented to you all by the Harris Firm and Willpower Innovations.
Yes, sir.
I am Rock. That is your boy Chief.
In the building.
We are in the building, two separate buildings, but it's okay. We in the building,
Hey, it don't matter. Yeah, we
we
still in the building.
Facts. We are live right now on the StreamYard platform. Thank you to StreamYard for this platform. Greatly appreciate it. Please check out all of our latest episodes and interviews on our YouTube channel and all major podcast platforms. Again, Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify. All of them we're on right now. All right, all of them. Please follow us on IG, TikTok, and Facebook right now. We are on Facebook Live right now as well as we are live on our YouTube channel.
And right? Twitch. We're on the politicking Twitch right now as well.
There we go. We're on Twitch as well. We are also live on the Roku platform and Apple TV on the Politicking app. Okay, the Politicking app, courtesy of our partnership with Politicking Broadcasting. Them people out there in LA. Shout out to LA, the city of angels out there. Please download the Politicking app right now, okay, on Apple TV and the Roku platform, okay. And lastly, the sixth. What Jordan have?
Six rings.
Six. We are at number 6 for the HL magazine. It will be here on December 19th. And happy December, everybody. Look, we got 30 more days till we out of 2020. Please, God, protect all of our legends right now. Protect everybody that's from COVID.
Facts.
All of that. Please let us get through these 30 days and hopefully there's some fresh air or something in 2021. Hopefully.
Facts. Somebody dropped a meme. They said, I ain't seen nobody say 2021 gonna be my year. They said, which y'all scared of 2021? I said, dang, I haven't seen anybody say that yet.
Hey, facts.
That's wild, bro.
That's a good one. Again, the HL magazine will be out on December 19th, just in time for Christmas. And please check out our previous issues of the HL magazine on IG right now. All right, people. We got a great news report to bring to you today. Similar to what we do on our actual episodes. And speaking of that, episode 66 will be dropping on Thursday. All right. But on this date, we're just going to get it started right now. On this date, we got a lot of special names to talk about today. And by the way, today is December 1st, once again. Richard Pryor, the legend. Okay, the legend, Richard Pryor. He's got a long name too. Richard Franklin Lennox Thomas Pryor.
Right. I was like, dang.
Like they had to call him like RFLTP. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but man, the legend. It is his birthday today. He was born in 1940. Okay. Again, there's so many comedians today that every time they say, who is your inspiration, who inspired you, who's the top 5, everybody. I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, whatever. Everybody says,
I agree.
Richard Pryor somewhere in that conversation.
Yeah.
This man, again, clearly a legend. He was in a lot of great films too, not just on the, obviously he had his albums for comedy, but being in the Mac, Lady Sings the Blues, Car Wash, all now, cult classics, right? The Wiz, right?
Right, The Wiz, yeah.
Of course, one of our favorites, Harlem Nights.
Yep.
Just the comedic genius, Richard Pryor, again, born on this date in 1940.
Man, shout out to Richard Pryor. Happy birthday, man.
Facts, man. Facts. Yes, he passed away on December 10th in 2005. Only lived to be 65. Everybody's heard, the issues that he had, but nevertheless, again, you can't deny this man's greatness and what he gave to the world.
I agree.
To the world.
I agree.
So happy birthday to Richard Pryor. A not so happy anniversary, but still another legend as far as being a writer, being a activist, being a poet. The late great James Arthur Baldwin.
I am not a Negro.
I am not a Negro.
Come on, man.
Say it again, Chief. Say it again, man.
Man, I am not a Negro.
I am not.
I tried to tell you a long time ago.
Facts.
Tried to tell you.
James Arthur Baldwin was born on August 2nd, 1924, but he passed away on this date in 1987. Okay.
87.
87. Yep. He lived to be 63.
Okay.
Yep. Lived to be 63 years old. Did a lot of literary work based on, homosexuality, specifically within the Black community.
Yep.
And himself being a homosexual, especially in that time that he lived and where, he was around other greats at that time, Harry Belafonte and Claudier and all.
Come on, man.
Just around great, Nina Simone to be friends and chill with these.
The Mount Rushmore greats.
I hope we can say that.
Yeah.
People can say that about us. That's incredible. But
yeah, I agree.
To be where he was in that time and to write the words that he wrote and not be scared, okay, but still be pro-Black, in your face. We're gonna have conversation. Everybody's seen the conversation he's had with Nikki Giovanni at this point. So just a literary genius, and again just a strong activist, again, not just for the gay community, the LGBT community, but also for Black people, because at the end of the day, he knew I'm a Black man.
That's facts. That's facts. Very respectful, yet very unapologetic. If you want to say somebody was unapologetic and one of the first to say that, it had to be this man right here. Just to just say I am not a Negro, you're gonna have eyes on you regardless, right?
Yep.
And then just to go and just like you said, put out all the work and be amongst the greats and still stand out.
Yep.
Oh man, you can't make it up.
Can't make it up. Rest in peace to James Arthur Baldwin. Again, passed away on this day in 1987. In history today, and shout out to EEM for posting this earlier, the EEM network. This is a big one. The also the queen, the legend, okay, Rosa Louise Macaulay, also known as Rosa Parks.
If you didn't know.
Okay. On this day, December 1st, 1955, okay, Rosa Parks rejected the bus driver, whose name James F. Blake, rejected his order to vacate the row of 4 seats in the colored section of the bus. A lot of the stories out there was that she was sitting in a white seat.
Yeah.
No. Right? She was sitting in the colored section because there was no more seats available.
Yeah, if y'all didn't know, yes, there were sections.
Oh, facts.
It was
facts.
sections.
This is 1955, Montgomery, Alabama. Okay?
Facts.
In the midst of Jim Crow and racial segregation. Okay. Refused to get up. Okay. Now, mind you, it's four of the seats. Okay. It's 4 of the seats. He wanted her to get up, vacate. You can't sit in none of these seats. You gotta move further back. So this one white person can sit here because we can't have a nigga sit next to or even close to a white person. On this day, literally, what is 55 now? That's literally, trying to do some quick math here. Almost 80 years ago. 65. Okay, thank you. 65 years ago.
So your uncle's age, or some of us have younger grandmas. Your grandma say, yes, only a lifetime ago, just one lifetime. Not like when the pyramids was created. That's lifetimes ago. No, 65 years. My mom is 65. Yeah, so there you go. One lifetime. It's crazy.
Hey, God bless him, man. Hey, man. Just the, again, we've all heard the story, but to really think about it and process it, it's sad, yet thankful for the queen to say, no, hell no, this is wrong. This is idiotic. This is stupid. Why I'm in the section that you want me to be in. Now I have to move.
Yep.
I just got off a 12-hour shift or just working 2 jobs.
Yep.
I'm a woman.
Yep. Come on. They don't
Sad,
care.
Man. Sad, man.
It's the right thing. They don't want us to have the right to anything because they say they have the rights to it all. But who told them that? You get what I'm saying? So our legends still live because our legends is over here taking down the system that they continue to keep trying to build over top of, but it only take one to break it down, man.
Yep.
Only take one.
Facts. The first lady of civil rights, the mother of the freedom movement. She is no longer with us. God bless her. She lived to be 92. But again, this is why we do this. Everybody still needs to remember people like Rosa Parks and like many others. But everybody, you have to continue on their name. All right. And that's exactly why we do this. Okay. So again, on December 1st in 1955, Rosa Parks. That's it. All right. And lastly, in history, a name that, and we like to do this, Chief. We like to, throw gems out there, just name like who, like what, when, like then, we be shocked, like, oh shit, like for real?
Literally.
Melvin, and I hope I'm pronouncing his names correctly. Melvin Gibbs, okay, was born April 17th, 1823. Okay, 18, almost now 200 years ago. It's incredible to think about that.
Dang.
200, almost 200 years ago. Passed away July 11th, 1915. Okay. Why this man is so important? Again, Melvin Gibbs. Okay. This man had a incredible life. All right, started his life in Philadelphia, moved out to California as a young man in anticipation of the gold rush. Okay, He, his family, as well as a group of other people decided to migrate to Victoria, a province in British Columbia, Canada, which we now know as Vancouver area.
Okay.
Lived there for many years, over a decade. Gibbs decided to return. When he returned, he went to Little Rock, Arkansas. Okay, sorry about my camera. Might be my service. Sorry, but he decided to migrate to Little Rock, Arkansas, and through his journey as a Republican, at that time, this man in 1873, on this day, was elected city judge as a Republican, which made him the first Black elected judge in America.
Ever.
In 1873, we had a Black judge in this country.
That's why I say our ancestors are always watching. Our ancestors are always watching. This guy right here paved the way for so many people in the litigation system, regardless.
Period.
Just in that. Wow, that's amazing.
Facts. He's so big in the city of Victoria, he has his own day because he was the first Black person there to be elected in a public office.
Whoa.
So, like, this dude, but again, he's probably in the Canadian history books. Why isn't he in ours?
Right. Great question.
Either way, again, this is why we do this on this day. Milton Gibbs in 1873, people, was elected the first Black judge in America in 1873.
And don't get in the history books. Come on, man.
Incredible. Again, people, it's the HL podcast. We are bringing you the HL News Report. We're about to get into some of our hottest topics right now. All right. So in the NBA, all right. I want to pull this up real quick. In the NBA, they released basically like the most important dates for this upcoming season. Okay. A lot of things stood out, specifically towards the end of the season. Okay, I'm trying to locate where I put that. Sorry, I had it saved and I can't find it. Got it. Okay.
Got it.
So, sorry, people. So, on December 11th, okay, December 11th through the 19th, that's when they're going to start having preseason games. All right. So, that's literally 10 days from now.
Literally.
And I think most of the teams they're playing, teams that are in close proximity, and they played them twice. Right. So, for the Lakers, for example, they're playing the Clippers twice and the Suns twice.
Yeah.
So, makes sense. I mean, you don't have to travel really for two of those.
Facts.
So, and
they probably accommodate them a little bit better than they did before. So, yeah.
Facts. The season, as everybody knows now, starts 3 days before Christmas. They got to get those Christmas games in.
You already know.
The first half of the season will go to March 4th. All right. Then from the 5th through the 10th will be the All-Star break. Okay. They'll finish out the season and then have the playoffs, which will end as late as July 22nd. Okay. As late as July 22nd. Okay. They'll also do the Hall of Fame enshrinement where Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, the late great Kobe Bryant will all be inducted. That'll be mid-season. They're still going to do another play-in tournament. Okay. And as we all know by now as well, it'll be 75 games.
Yeah.
Okay? So, Chief, I don't know what stuck out to you, but to me, it was just the end of the season with the potential of the Olympics coming up right after that. And, Will NBA players want to play? You know, especially having the season especially like for the Lakers or the Heat, for the Nuggets or for Boston. You know, having the season in, then you're starting real fast again. Then the Olympics is that's gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna see how that plays out. What stuck out to you?
That's a good one. I didn't even think about that. Because if the Olympics is still going, let's say they still do it, will they want to be in where's the Olympics this year? I mean next year, I forget.
Tokyo,
yes.
Yeah.
Will they want to be in a bubble in Tokyo? Like, it's tough to be in a bubble in Florida.
Right.
Will they want to be in Tokyo? So that's actually a good one. I didn't think about that. Another one that stuck out was that, of course, they're not going to do the All-Star game, which, I mean, you know, I have my mixed feelings with it. You know, I love the dunk contest, the 3-point, all of that stuff, but it ain't really been competitive other than Zach LaVine and the Aaron Gordon joint, which is crazy.
Right.
And then they gypped Aaron Gordon last year, which, you know, kind of made it sour. And it's tragic. Then the game, you know, the game was all right. You know, they was a little competitive. But that one you just said, that trumps it all. No pun intended. That I didn't think about that. Because will they want to then still play with the USA across their chest?
Facts.
In this time. If USA don't like me, do I want to play, score 40 a game, and bring gold medal back to people who don't like me? You know, so I ain't think about that.
Yeah.
I ain't think about that. But who will take the stand and say no? You know who got to start it? Your boy. Bronny James, he got to say, nah, I'm not playing.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's you know, as far as with the season, there's too much money on the table. You know, so they'll figure out a way. It's just gonna be a matter of, you know, how often are you gonna let players go home? Or, I mean, if the NBA if they have eyes, they see what's going on with the NFL. Like the Baltimore Pittsburgh game was supposed to happen Thanksgiving night. It's still it's on for tomorrow. It's supposed to be tonight. It's on for tomorrow. But you know, half of the Ravens team has COVID still. So, you know, that's just what I'm interested, especially in the beginning, just to see how they're gonna handle. Obviously, it's not gonna be a whole bunch of bubble areas. So you know, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't think did you watch the fight?
I didn't watch it, but I did see the highlights.
Yeah. Okay. So we're here. Okay. So the fight happened. The fight happened. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. You know, your uncles. What's Boondocks? The uncle and the dude, was his brother? I forget. But the uncle and the blind dude in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, Stinkmeister.
Yeah.
And their grandfather. Yeah.
So
RP Pop.
So from
Stink Meaner, that's what it was.
Okay. So from what we saw, just picture that. Okay, that's pretty much where we're at with that fight. It ended in a draw. Okay. Yeah. Mike Tyson, you know, wants a rematch. Yeah. You know, Roy Jones said, "Yeah."
I saw a lot of running on that end. Okay. Saw a lot of no smoke on that end.
You know, but nevertheless, I mean, you know, these, you know, you do it. I guess you're doing it for a paycheck at this point. If you're that old and you know, I mean, I don't think, not in the guy's pockets, but I wouldn't think that Mike Tyson needed this.
I don't think he heard him.
Yeah. So, but the most interesting part of the night was your boy, Nate Robinson. I forget who he fought. Was it Jake Paul? Jake Paul, right? Who is he?
He's a YouTuber. The famous YouTuber, yeah, definitely. Yeah. So you see why he was,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Your boy Nate Robinson.
Come on, Nate.
Got to the second round, I think. Got to the second round. Just laid out cold, got hit behind the ear. That's that spot. That's a tough spot. You hit somebody there, they're going down.
Yeah.
He got put to sleep. Let's just be real. He got put to sleep. And everybody, of course, the memes, went crazy. The Nate Robinson challenge went crazy. And I talked to you about this off air, where there's a lot of one black leader in particular, but I've heard a few state that we as black people should stop ridiculing him. Because the dynamic of race, I guess.
Yeah, which can be fair. I can understand that.
Yeah. How do you? So go ahead first and how you feel about that.
I mean, I understand that. And my favorite quote from my guy says, "Never laugh at nobody who falls, because we not that far from that temptation." So I understand that. But Nate, you a hooper, my guy. On a broad stage in 2020 where the microscope on anything that any of us do. Okay. Now I understand boxing, like Jamie Foxx actually commented on it. He said, y'all don't understand how hard boxing is. That I do agree with. The win factor, how this win, that's why the greats Muhammad Ali and all of them, man, they ain't just wasn't in the ring doing this. They was doing miles, running.
Yep.
Because all this is something. Nate is in basketball shape. Boxing shape is a totally different. And I just think, like you said, Jake Paul, he was getting tired too, but he hit him in that spot. And any man is going down off of that cold. We made our jokes, and I get it. I get both sides, but come on, Nate. Come on, my God. Now you got to challenge him to a one-on-one and whip him 42-0 in basketball.
Well, yeah. Listen, he's a grown-ass man, okay? He got into the ring with another grown-ass man. Yeah. All right? This was pre-planned, okay? You had plenty of opportunities to back out, okay? You thought you could pull this off. You thought you could get it done. Oh, this guy's a YouTuber. I'm an athlete at least.
Yeah.
So, I get it. Don't laugh at somebody while they're down, but haven't we done this before in boxing or UFC? Where memes are made or you say, oh, that person got knocked out, or we do this all the time. As much as our podcast and our platform, we talk about race. In this case, I don't really want to hear that. Okay, Jake Paul just happened to be white. What if he was a black dude?
It would have been the same thing. It would have still been an issue.
So because he's Nate Robinson, he's 5'8", however tall he is, Nate Robinson, and because he got put to sleep.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, we gotta feel again. This is a sport that you're playing. Somebody's gonna win, somebody's gonna lose.
Yeah.
Especially in boxing, it's not basketball where you're not expecting somebody to get knocked out in basketball. You're expecting somebody to possibly get knocked out in boxing or UFC.
Agreed.
It can happen. So it just happened to be him. Now, what if he knocked out Jake Paul?
Oh, you already know.
Everybody would have been like, oh, salute to the brother, and he did it, and da.
Yeah.
So
fight the power.
Yeah, in this situation, I don't know if I necessarily want to hear the race factor. Of course, you don't want to knock a man while he's down. Like you said, I get it. But all that, because he's a brother. Again, this is a contact sport. You signed a contract to get paid. Regardless, he still gets paid.
Oh, yeah. The check clear before you get in the ring.
yeah, we can make fun and all of that, but he's laughing to the bank, even though he got put to sleep.
Facts.
We go to sleep and we got to wake up and go work at the bank.
Facts, go grind. That's a fact.
So, he's gonna be all right.
Yeah. Even though he did get a pacifier, but he gonna be all right.
It happens.
He did get a pacifier.
It happens. Didn't Pacquiao get put to sleep? Like,
Facts.
come on. You know what I mean? So,
No, I feel you. In that sport, hey, you know what the risk is. Cover yourself up, or no matter who it is, they gon' and he just that hit. But hey, I give it to Jake Paul though. Like sometimes we'll give people their props. That was almost a technical swing. Like it was so technical, it hit him in the right spot. Hey, you never know.
Right.
The biggest man probably drop off of that.
Again, it's a fight.
It's a fight, yeah.
It's not just a street fight. Y'all getting paid. It's on pay-per-view. Y'all getting paid.
Oh yeah, they decked out, got their shorts,
you know what I'm saying? Like
they rocking Nikes. Like you get money.
Somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose. Somebody possibly gonna get knocked down. He just got knocked down and couldn't get back up.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So, I hope I'm saying his name right. Faison, right? Faison Love.
Faison Love, yep.
If you don't know, Big Worm, okay, that's
all you need to say.
Period, right?
Yeah.
He was also on the show Parenthood with Robert Townsend back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Made a lot of appearances. I mean, obviously everybody, especially in the Black community, remembers him as Big Worm. But again, he's been acting since, all right, and he did a film, Couples Retreat.
I saw it too. I saw that jump.
Okay, I didn't. So cool. He's suing Universal because the original poster has himself and his movie character's wife in the poster as one of the couples
at the retreat. Exactly.
Okay. As well as I think 3 other couples.
Yeah.
I think it's 3.
I think it was 5 total.
Okay, so 4 other couples.
Yeah.
All of them were white, other than Faison Love and his movie character's wife. Okay. So first poster comes out. They're all on the poster. Again, because they all went to the retreat.
Exactly.
Then there's a poster that comes out where they're nowhere to be found. It's all white couples. Okay. So he is suing Universal for whitewashing. Now, before I ask this question, I did a little research. A lot of famous films are accused of whitewashing. And I don't know, Chief, you may be surprised by a few. Avengers, your movie, Age of Ultron. Okay.
Oh, I am surprised. Whoa.
Yes. Okay.
Who accused?
So the characters of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, there's a disparity of white Americans playing Romanian Europeans.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Now, it doesn't have to be a black and white thing.
Fact.
Okay? The Dark Knight Rises. Bane's character is actually from the islands or from a Latin American community. Okay. We all know Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Who's a great actor. Played that role. Okay.
Tom Hardy has Venom too, right?
Yes.
He plays Venom. Yeah, okay.
Doctor Strange. Okay. The Ancient One. All right. That is a character in the comics that is of Asian descent. Okay.
What?
All right. Sorry, everyone. I'm just scrolling through the notes really quick. The infamous West Side Story from 1961. Natalie Wood's character. Okay. Remember, Natalie Wood was a white woman. Okay. Yeah. She could probably pass as a Hispanic, but that character was supposed to be of Puerto Rican descent. Okay. So this is happening. There's a whole bunch of other movies to go through in other cases. This is a epidemic in this industry. Okay. So the question I asked you, Chief, how come this doesn't get more attention?
Because of the dictionary word that is attached to it. Whitewashing. There you go right there. Because if it just said washing or media washing or movie washing, however, maybe it get a little bit more. But it says white and then washing. And remember what we spoke about before, just the dictionary word is just for our ears to go up and say, it's the meaning of it that's behind it.
Right.
That changes the game. The meaning of whitewashing behind it, which I'm sure opens it up like crazy, changes the game. And it sends the color of whitewashing, which is white, to say, oh, heck no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To go and cover their butt. So that makes sense right there. Like, they're still playing defense, but a chess game defense, which is killing us right now. Killing us.
That's a great point. That's a great point. And I think, I haven't spoken to anyone in the industry or, anything like that. But I just have a sense now that the John Boyegas of the world and we discussed this previously, these type of topics. I think there's a lot more people that feel what he felt, what Faison Love feels, Monique, okay? A lot of others feel what they feel. And these just happen to be the brave souls that speak up. But I believe Black people in the industry are fearful that, they won't potentially get that role that could make their career or that role that can keep their career going. Casting directors or producers won't contact them because of this. And shout out to Faison Love for just speaking up and saying, look, this isn't right.
Yeah.
Okay? I was a part of this film. Okay. My co-star was a part of this film. Okay. I didn't see the film, but I would presume that, they were a part of the film in a good capacity.
It wasn't like one talking part. It was like you said, they went on a retreat. So it was showing the way that different couples deal. Like they all left America or wherever they were from with problems to come to the couples retreat. So it wasn't like they spoke twice. It was the whole movie. So that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, just again, salute to him just for bringing this to light.
Yeah, I agree.
These type of conversations and topics, they're happening. But a lot of people probably unfortunately afraid to really bring them to light. And then when they're brought to light, we can't dismiss it. We have to, push these topics to the forefront and make sure that people hear what's going on. A lot of people may not have even heard about whitewashing.
Right.
And that's a huge thing. Again, there's like there's a whole bunch of films where you can go through and see examples of whitewashing in some way, shape, or form. So again, just salute to Faison Love for just bringing this to light and challenging the system. Even if you may not win, even if you're blackballed like a Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Your impact later on. That's what's most important in your faith, right? And your belief in him. That's it.
Facts.
That's all you need.
Facts.
That's all you need.
And I'm glad you bringing this to light too, because you know everybody talk about how Friday is in their top 5 movies, especially in our culture. How Big Worm is one of the best characters, and all of this. They're all the same people who are in the industry, like you said, not backing them. It goes to show you when I think it was Mike Epps who went on the Breakfast Club and said there were gatekeepers, all colors there, that stop, you know, helps the blackballing, stops the blackballing, let the certain amount of people in, tell the rest to go. It goes to show you that this is it, because he did play a monumental role in one of our best culture comedies, you know, hood comedies at that, made by Ice Cube.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And F. Gary Gray.
Exactly. So all of this, like this, how do you not help that guy? So it goes to show you these gatekeepers are at work as we speak. So like you said, gotta keep that faith, man. Gotta keep that faith.
Yeah, and like you said, hopefully he gets more support from his industry people, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Sad news, tragic news. In Texas, Dallas, in Houston, Texas. Deontay Hicks, 27-year-old father, okay, was unfortunately catfished. Okay, now when you hear stories about catfish and you see the show, and someone is, you think you're speaking to someone online, and then when you meet them in person, it turns out to not be that person. Could have been an enemy from 10 years ago, old girlfriend, boyfriend from 5 years ago, some old man, lady, whoever, just whatever, right? In this situation, this brother traveled from Dallas to Houston, and he did not meet who he thought he was going to meet. He was unfortunately robbed and killed. Okay. Police believe that, there were, I think, 2 or 3 black assailants that were involved. They haven't made any arrests yet, or charges haven't been filed yet. If these were black people that did this to this black man, why are we still out here victimizing one another? Like, after a while, isn't that shit corny?
Right.
Isn't that shit like, like, really, like, you're doing that? Like, that's
right.
That's lame. Like,
right.
That's whack as shit.
Right.
And then shit leads to murder.
Not just robbing him, you still kill him.
Like, what the hell, yo? Like, pray for that man's family. This man had kids. Pray for his kids.
Yeah.
But it's just that shit is just sad, and it's whack, and it's lame. Like, it's getting to the point where, like, this shit is, like, really lame and corny, yo. Like, it's not even like, it was never funny, but it's not even like sad anymore. Like, it's just like that's lame.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And I know we talk about like intergenerational trauma, but just epigenetics regardless. And when stuff like this happens, it's almost like I feel the anger of my ancestors. And I'm sure you do too. Like, it's almost like something is breaking inside when stuff like this happens. And it goes to show you how much we hate ourselves, that we don't value another man who looks like us. You know, if we hurting, you know, some people we hurting down that bad. But like you said, why does it have to still lead to murder? That's
Right.
years and years, decades, centuries. Matter of fact, you might as well just say lifetime of hate
Yep.
that they inbred it here. That I can't even look at myself in the mirror because I hate myself. I hate my mom because she looked like what they say. They just hate everybody. So it is nothing to them to go in there and do that because you hate yourself so much that you just dwindle this person down to something like a bug. Like you can step on a bug and have no remorse. That's what it is right there. We hate each other so much. We hate ourselves so much. That is nothing for me to go and do that. You get what I'm saying? But then when I'm sitting in the jail cell 10 to 15 years, I think, oh, I should have never did that. You know? So it's like we don't think. All we think is hate. It clouds us. So the only time we can think is when we in the jail cell, which is crazy.
Right.
You know, like you said, why does it have to lead to murder? It is lame. It is whack. It's hurtful. Man, I just feel like we just losing limbs out here, man. Like you don't know what that man was. He could have been the next president. Could have been the next, where I'll speak about later, part of the economic team that's giving out stimulus packages.
Yep.
Once again,
Yep.
Dr. Miles Monroe said, the richest place is not the bank, the oil fields, the mine, all that. It's in the cemetery, the graveyard. There's all the books never created, movies never made, you know, ideas and businesses never innovated because we're out here hating each other so much that we'll take them out and put them in the ground and they never become who they truly are. It's crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I said, it's just to not understand where we are in this moment in history. Yeah, we got Trump out, but you know, Biden is still iffy on his racial shit too. Okay. And as you say, you know, most people we voted for Kamala.
Yep.
Technically.
Simple as that.
Who also has her things with her too. But nevertheless, you know, I get it, Black people. I get it. You know, the system has us in a corner. All right, and it's had us in a corner. Okay. And you know, you don't know what other people are unfortunately going through. And not to say that, oh, it should have been a white person or you should have did this to whoever else. It's just sad that you have to come to that.
Yeah.
You really have to make a decision that, yo, this dude right here, yeah, let's catfish him, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, once we get him out here, you know, we're gonna rob him, whatever. Then we just gonna take him out. Like you decided to say this is how this person's life is going to end.
Yes.
You know, again, you know, as police are deciding when we're going to end, as the government is deciding when we're going to end, as lawyers and judges are dictating if we're going to spend the rest of our lives in jail, even though we didn't commit the crime that they say we did. Brothers ain't out here, or sisters ain't out here thinking about that shit.
Oh my God. Wow.
The shit is just, it's sad, man. It's sad. And again, you pray for his family, you pray for his kids. And you just hope that no matter who did it, there is some type of justice.
Oh yeah, at the end of the day, if you don't get it here, He gonna get it there.
And that's why I said the way I said it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So we here on that.
Facts. There we go.
People. Again, it's the dopest podcast in the DMV, giving y'all the news report. You know, again, people, we go there. We talk about everything. You know, we like Chief just said, we got to.
Got to, man.
we gotta do it. We gotta do it, man. As we close out tonight's live, Chief, what you got for the people, man?
Man, I was reading earlier how the part of the 100 days for your boy Biden, he got, you know, trying to push a second stimulus check, no S, just check, right? And you know, I try to get my mind to read most of it, but it's stopping. It occurred to me why they feel like only one. You get what I'm saying? Like, I expect that from who we have right now. I expect that. I would think that they would say checks and then just deal with it later, right? Stimulus check, bruh. And then they putting this economic team together, which we speak about all the time. But I say one of the most powerful people in the world is the economy. They allocate everything. They tell us what we get and tell the others what they get. Wonder why the paper trail, you know, is more paper on one side than the other. Do your research. But I was wondering why it's not like a stimulus, like, I don't know, why is it not reoccurring until we figure out this COVID thing? You know, why is it just one check, then we deal with it, and then we figure out why is it that when we're all hurt? You know, is there times where I'm figuring like how it's gonna do this, how it's gonna do that? I know I'm not the only one. I feel like if you're gonna do a shutdown, then okay, if you can only give one check, then make sure that rent is at least half for everybody. Mortgage is at least half for everybody. Cut the rest of the bills. You know, we one of the only places that got car insurance. Why are we still paying that? If I run into somebody no car insurance, then I gotta pay out of pocket. Why I gotta put all this money into car insurance? You get what I'm saying? All these bills should be just dialed back. That should help with stimulating the economy, right? But once again, this is what we're dealing with, right? We had to vote for the other, you know? So people, please keep, like Dr. Miles Monroe say, work your gift, because these stimulus checks, they're a blessing, but it's hard to make it with only just that one. Canada's still giving them out, I think. Like, we only get one. So just keep working that gift, y'all, and do your research on this stimulus check, because not everybody gonna get them, which is crazy. So yeah, that's what I got for the report for the day.
Thank you, Chief. Appreciate that. I'm just gonna end this with a quote.
What you got?
Which kind of backtracks to what how we just finished with our topics that are happening right now. It is a quote from the late great one of my idols, Malcolm X.
Okay.
And he stated, and I quote, "We Black men have a hard enough time in our own struggle for justice and already have enough enemies as it is to make the drastic mistake of attacking each other and adding more weight to an already unbearable load." Okay. Again, you know, we have to
tag.
You know, again, this is Malcolm X. This man passed away, was assassinated in 1965. Okay. And his words still resonate. Okay.
Yes.
And part of that is that's sad that we have to push that message out there and remind people that we are not each other's enemies. Okay. We are dealing with the same struggle. And that number one struggle is that we are Black.
Bingo.
Period.
Bingo.
I don't care if you're rich, poor, wherever you're from, you be United States, London, China, all around the world. We still have to deal with the fact that people do not like us or want to destroy us just because of the color of our skin.
And the power that we possess, Lord Jesus.
But yet, we are killing one another in that same regard.
That's deep, brother. That's deep.
So, people, I just want you to, and it's not to say that, you can't dislike someone, or whatever the case may be, but we should not be out here killing one another or putting one another in prison. Because we're just doing the work for the system. The system's laughing at us right now.
To the bank, because they get paid when you in the jail.
There you go.
That's tough.
So, people, definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in here on the StreamYard platform, listening to the dopest podcast in the DMV, the HL podcast. It is December 1st, people. Again, we are almost there, 2021. But please watch over again our elders, our that's the real history books right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Our people who are dealing with COVID or just dealing with issues in general across this country and across the world. We just pray that God is looking after everybody, man.
Amen.
And we hope that everybody got some knowledge from this show today. Again, we are on IG, TikTok, and Facebook at the HL Podcast. Okay, the 6th issue of the HL magazine is coming out on December 19th, right before Christmas time, so you can sit by the tree and with some hot chocolate or some coffee or some eggnog and just read through it, just go through it. It's going to be crazy. This issue number 6. Also shout out to Black Lotus for the HL magazine. Shout out to them. Major things are happening soon with that. Shout out to Politic and Broadcasting. We are on the Politicking app. All right, the Politicking app. We're broadcasting live right now on the Roku platform and Apple TV. Definitely appreciate it. Also, shout out to everybody that viewed us on YouTube and Facebook. We definitely appreciate that. And as we always like to do, close out the show, people. I'm M Rock. That's Chief. Peace and love, everybody.
Peace and love.